How can your company be certain the person you virtually interviewed is really the person hired for the position, especially if the position is 100% remote? Protecting your company from imposter interviewers can be a bit tricky. Help avoid imposter interviewers when you request a telephone or video interview. Ask for permission to take a screenshot of the person who attends the interview. If the individual does not consent to a picture being taken, the company can end the interview. Create an employment policy that requires destruction of the pictures once the individual is hired as an employee. Once after an offer letter is sent, request a photo or any form of photo identification from the individual for onboarding. To reduce the potential risk, employers should clearly state that the purpose of providing identification early in the interview process is to ensure that the potential new hire and person participating in the interview are one and the same. Discrimination and retaliation complaints could be of concern when implementing this type of program. State-issued identification, such as a driver's license, will also show personal information such as age, health conditions, and nationality. If your company is made aware of this information, an applicant could say that they were not hired because of discrimination based on this information. With all of this being said, if I were creating a process to reduce the chance of imposter interviews, I would inform all applicants in advance during the hiring process that screenshots will be taken during virtual interviews to ensure that the person interviewed and the potential new hire are the same person. Further, I would add employment policies, one of which would include that immediate termination will result if, after hired, the person interviewed via telephone or virtually is different from the person hired. Remote employees are here to stay, and these employees are being hired based on a virtual or telephone interview. Employers should remain proactive by developing processes to authenticate that the individual being interviewed is actually the individual hired to perform the work. Prior to creating this type of policy, I highly recommend discussing this with a licensed employment attorney in the state where your company resides. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.
If you want to know more about business operations, business management, human resources, and other topics related to running a business, click on one of those play links. Click on one of these Click on the playlist.
One eternity later.
Click on one of these playlists. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.